Welcome to SEGA News Bits. I'm Barry, and I'm going to be talking about the SEGA Forever update that was just given today. So if you remember, SEGA Forever was an initiative where they were going to be releasing everything from the SG-1000 to the Dreamcast on smart devices. Obviously, they can't release every title, but they would be releasing fan favorites, and the long haul was going to be covering every single console there. In the short term, they were focusing on primarily the Genesis and some Dreamcast titles. Personal opinion, I feel like they could have done more initially because a lot of it was primarily emulated Genesis titles, albeit really good games that played, I think, pretty well after they, fixed some of the bugs, and there were some cool features as well. And of course, it was all free to play unless you paid to remove ads. But I mean, I didn't find the ads to be all that annoying, and I've also found that if you played offline, the ads actually wouldn't appear. So I don't know if that was like a glitch or something. Maybe they fixed it since then. What's interesting about this news is that the latter part of that, so the other part of SEGA Forever was taking existing titles that were native ports to smart devices. So we had Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 and Sonic CD remastered from Taxman and Stealth. We had Crazy Taxi, we had Virtua Tennis Challenge, and to be honest, those are the games that we really want to see. In my personal opinion, I'd like to see more of those, even if it means less of them. I'd like to see more high-quality games. And it seems like that's where SEGA Forever's heading, because as they've observed, the native ports, which were the Sonic Remasters, Crazy Taxi, Virtua Tennis Challenge, those are the most popular downloads. So it looks like that's the direction they're actually going to be heading. Now, there will still be emulated Genesis titles, though it feels like they're going to be slowing down on those and releasing less per month and focusing more on doing these native ports, which will mean they're building it from the ground up. For smart devices, it'll look really nice, it'll play really well, and I also believe that they're going to be releasing some games that have been in stasis because you can't play them anymore on modern hardware and software like Jet Set Radio. They haven't said that, but I feel like that's what will be coming in the short term. In the long term, I think what's really exciting about this announcement is that they are starting internal projects to do new ports of classic games. I don't know what they're going to be bringing over, but they could do, for example, Knights HD. They could do Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, which also exists on home consoles and PC, but not on smartphones. They could do Sega Dreamcast title. I think Space Channel 5 would play really well on smart devices. I don't know if Shenmue would play well, but then again, imagine having all of Shenmue on your iPad. That is the update from SEGA Forever. So we are going to be seeing more native ports, aka the super high quality stuff that everyone seems to be enjoying more than the emulated titles, and fewer emulated titles, but still I think we're going to see some surprises in the coming months just to keep people's attention. And in the long term, I think it's really good for SEGA Forever. I think people kind of were catching on that they were getting a lot of emulated titles, and really, the native ports, well, they are great, were just kind of nothing new. They existed already. They were just getting the rebranding. So I'm really looking forward to this. I also advise people, and this is, I'm not being paid to say this, but you've got to follow SEGA Forever on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, because the person behind those accounts really loves Sega, and it shows. He has a lot of really cool merchandise that he's showing. Danny's doing a great job there. Fight the good fight, keep releasing really quality games, and showing off your weird, rare Sega stuff that I wish I owned, but I don't. So what are your thoughts on the change in direction for SEGA Forever? Are you looking forward to new titles, but maybe fewer titles over time? What did you think about the existing games? What were your favorites? What were your least favorites? Sound off. Thanks for watching.